Hey y'all, so here we are at the River Oaks Theater, and I'm Sarah Gish with Friends of River Oaks Theater, which is backwards right now because I didn't do my special backwards trick that you can do. I'm with David Purdy too, hello, and Cynthia Neely. So we are starting a little bit early before the mayor's press conference, or I shouldn't say the mayor's. Let's just say the theater is the star. The River Oaks Theater is the star today. We are very excited. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you guys can see how exciting it is here. We didn't ask the public to come. We just wanted, press and media so that we can then spread it around the world and to the public and all that. So here we go. I'm going to switch it around to show you guys what's going on. Just stay tuned to me and Cynthia and David. We are friends, and we are friends of River Oaks Theater, and we are so excited to be here. Before I flip over, I do want to say, give you a little sneak preview that the special guests will be Mayor Turner and Council Member Abbie Kamin and Andrew Bell of Kimco Realty and the tenant who I cannot name right now. Oh, there's Allison Medley in the background. There are stars and celebrities everywhere. Allison is with the with Paper City. Okay, I'm turning it around so you guys can see what's going on at this party in front of River Oaks Theater. Okay. Hopefully people can hear me. Hold it. Hold this. Okay.
I know. I can get a little bit of that is fine. I'm just happy to be here. This is so great. Kyle is here.
So now let's just make sure. I need to get my little microphone.
Appreciate you. Thanks for being out here.
I want to get a selfie.
Okay, so it's done, it's going. Yeah. Okay, so you guys should stay tuned, and hopefully you can hear them. They'll be speaking pretty soon. I'm just going to pan around and show you guys the front of the theater. They have candy, what do you call that? Ushers. Old-timey ushers. And Patrick is here with his very smart, oh my God, Kyle! This is Kyle of Rocky Horror Picture Show fame. We're so excited.
I'm so excited.
One of the founders of the River Oaks Theater. We need to get your t-shirt out of my car. Michelle Mower, filmmaker extraordinaire. I'm going to introduce you guys to the Friends of River Oaks Theater people. Here we go. Patrick, Friends of River Oaks Theater. We are so proud of our part in this whole thing. Rhonda Cook, Friends of River Oaks Theater. And hey Phoebe! I know I owe you a return phone call. This is Phoebe Tudor. And also I'm mailing you my Happy New Year card too. So anyway, I hope that you guys can hear. I know I get really loud sometimes, so give me feedback on the volume if you wish. Hi! Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the street view just so you can see what is happening. Try not to get killed here, but there's a small crowd because we didn't want the public. They were actually worried about the weather with the public, so we just thought that we would focus on the press more than anything. But there's a really excited crowd. There's a lot of press here. Let's see if we can get Carrie Darling. Carrie Darling needs to say hi to Facebook Live. Carrie is so very darling. This is our main man because he has been covering the River Oaks Theater. Look at me, baby. Take it all in. But really, Carrie's been helping us so much. So thank you. public thank you shout out on Facebook Live. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Did you know about this, or were you just walking by?
I was dressed like this. I was literally just walking by, and I was like, "Well, I can't not come to this."
Yes, yes. So it's good. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Igniting the event.
Igniting the event. What can you say? Okay, so now I'm going to set up. Excuse me. And I'm going to hand the phone off to Michelle for a minute, just so you can hold it.
Sure.
And I can go get my tripod because my hands.
Got some media out here, some fans and friends of River Oaks Theater. Very exciting day. David Purdy over there. Some of you may remember him as the filmmaker behind the film Astro World. He went out and thankfully he went out and documented the Astro World theme park before it was torn down, and actually documented the teardown of the theme park. Hopefully they'll turn that into a documentary someday for those of us who grew up going to Astro World and remember it as being a theme park and not a miserable failure of a music festival. So here we go. Looks like it's coming. It's happening. There you go. Back to Sarah. Sorry, Sarah handed the phone number to me, so I had to
Okay, let me get in a little bit closer. Hang on, I need to get. Cynthia, I need to get by you so I can move my tripod.
Are you doing it? Because I'm not doing anything.
Yes.
I mean, on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Mine, ours. She's like, I'm getting it in there.
Oh, they're doing this right.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? I think her
Good.
There you go. That's going to be a lot easier. Just don't knock that, you guys. They're in my car.
Yep.
And I'm filming. Yeah, this is for Kyle. There he is. Kyle, because I wanted. Oh, thank you so much. We're doing a photo after. Okay. No, thank you so much. You're welcome. We're glad you're here.
I know, I have it at home.
I'm special. On your side.
You are. Okay. Watch out, your hat's in the way of everybody.
It's okay. Oh my God. Look at that.
Don't trip up.
Yeah, so if you go to the Friends of River Oaks Theater page, you'll see that it's running. It's just running. See? Yeah, it's working. There it is. Yeah. It's just picking up.
All right, everyone, thank you very much for being here. We'll start off by introducing Andrew Bell, Vice President, Kymco.
How's everybody doing?
We're excited.
I'm happy to be here. Kymco purchased Wine Garden in August of 2021. This mic is not.
There you go.
I don't think I know how to use a mic properly. So again, Kymco purchased Wine Garden in August of 2021. As part of the purchase, the River Oaks Shopping Center. Our team recognized immediately the history, the panache, the downright coolness of the River Oaks Shopping Center and labeled it one of our signature assets. We have high hopes for the center and are actively working on a long-term vision to that end. Most certainly we believe that part of that vision would include reopening the River Oaks Theater. We felt we needed to find a strong operator who appreciated the art house history of the theater as well as the upscale nature of the shopping center. And in the process, if they could be from Houston, that would be great.
Yes.
Today I am pleased to announce that one of the most recognizable, historic, and cool features of the River Oaks Shopping Center has a new lease on life. Kymco Realty has entered into a long-term lease with Omar, the founder and CEO of Houston-based Star Cinema Grill, to reopen the River Oaks Theater. Track record and love for this theater are everything we hope to find, and I'm very pleased to introduce Omar Khan.
Hi guys. Thank you everyone for being here. Selling popcorn is my thing and public speaking is not, so I kind of made my little cheat sheet, so I hope you guys can appreciate that. So, what an exciting day for all of us today, right? For all of us that love this theater, it gets to live on, and thank you for all the support that you guys have given us.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you, Omar.
I also want to extend a few more thank yous, and I want to start with Kymco, because they worked so hard to get this deal done, especially my contacts, Abbie, Tom Simmons, Andrew Bell, and Jan Odo, worked diligently to get this deal done, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for that, and I really appreciate you guys believing in us. Kristen Barker with Wolf & Company, she was the broker on this transaction. She relentlessly called Kymco every single day, looking for updates on where we were with the deal. So thank you, Kristen Barker at Wolf & Company. Nathan Brody at Brody Law. He did a great job moving this transaction forward, keeping us focused on the things that really matter in this transaction. So Nathan Brody, thank you for that at Brody Law. And to all the members of our organization that work so hard at Star Cinema Grill and our other brands to provide the best experiences that possibly can at our businesses. None of this is actually really possible without all of them. So I'm more than so thankful for all of them for providing the best experiences they can at our businesses. Thank you guys. None of that is possible without you. Thank you to the mayor and the support from the city and the Friends of River Oaks. We really appreciate that. And so guys, all of my memories really growing up started with the movie theater. My parents were pioneers of the industry and brought Bollywood movies to the United States when I was only 4 years old. So as you can imagine, I grew up running around in movie theaters and therefore found my passion within the industry. Soon after that, as a young adult, I worked for a small, actually relatively big movie theater chain called Cineplex Odeon that used to be a few doors just down the street from me. And I really enjoyed that experience and learned a lot with them. And eventually moved on up to about 20 years ago when I started Star Cinema Grill with my wife. Through that experience, we learned a lot. We were the only locally owned and growing cinema chain out of Houston. And got a lot of support from the city, so we really appreciate that. And now I'm so excited to be part of the for being a part of the history behind watching this iconic movie theater go on. As the plan is to keep the soul of the theater as an art house theater.
Yay!
We will enhance the experience by providing an upgraded food and beverage experience, and also look forward to sharing those details with you as those details progress. I thank you all for being here. I'm so excited, and thank you for all the support.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And next is going to be the Honorable Mayor Sylvester Turner.
What a great day for the city of Houston. A great day for art and a great day for history of the city. Let me start off by acknowledging these council members that are here. Of course, you'll be here for Councilmember Abbie Kamin here in Charlotte Green District, Councilmember Bellow, Councilmember Sally Alcorn, and at-large Councilmember David Robinson. Look, just a few things, and then I'm going to turn it over. I'm happy to be with you in the company of so many people who care about the future of the River Oaks Theater. There was a time last year when we thought it would be no more. But a lot of people kept working, so I want to thank, let me give my thanks to Andrew Bell, Vice President of the Texas region of Kimco, Realty. I want to thank, of course, the City Council member Abbie Kamin for her work. I want to thank those who represent this area, and Maureen McNamara. And then let me give a very special thanks to someone who really was the city's point person on this project, someone who was diligently to see this thing through. Let me give a big thanks to Andy. I can't tell you how instrumental Andy was from the very beginning and all the way through. And we owe a lot of special thanks to Andy for making it happen. Thank you, Andy, so very, very much. We often talk about Houston's history and how the preservation of old landmarks play an important cultural role in cultivating the pride of our city's heritage. Last November, the River Oaks Theater turned 83 years old, and it is definitely one of the iconic venues in Houston.
Yes.
For those of us who are native Houstonians, we know just how important the River Oaks Theater is. Imagine if you could talk. I am sure this theater will tell us the stories of people who worked as cashiers in the box office, not to mention the families who enjoyed movies here over the years. And when this the thought that this will be no more, I can see the long line of people who came or showed up and would basically say, if there was any way possible, let's preserve the River Oaks Theater. So let me thank all of you who did not give up and you wanted to make this happen. In fact, I know that late President George H.W. Bush and his wife, Barbara Bush, occasionally watch movies right here. Old buildings such as the River Oaks Theater are witnesses to the aesthetic and cultural history of our great city. And we have to demonstrate that we can build the new, but hold on to the old, all at the same time. The Art Deco building, constructed in 1939, is one of the last of Houston's vintage theaters to still function as a theater. And this has been a place where many have gathered over the decades. How many have been here before? Many times. And there are so many great memories have taken place, and I'm happy to announce that with many memories are yet still to be made. You know, when the fate of the River Oaks Theater was in question, my office, like so many of these council members, offices were flooded with phone calls and letters. So this is a day that we should all celebrate. And I would like to thank Kymco Realty and the many others who played a vital role in preserving this iconic landmark. I'm looking over at Phoebe Tudor, who I know just is a love preserving history. Phoebe, this is a great day for so many. And lastly, the community is truly at the heart of this announcement, and I'm excited that Kymco Realty is the new operator and has signed a lease with River Oaks Theater Incorporated, an affiliate of Star Cinema Grill, to preserve the River Oaks Historic Theater. And I look forward to returning here one day soon. I see the popcorn is all ready to go. And so let's not close the curtain, because because the next act is just around the corner, and we have a new message for the marquee, and that is the River Oaks Theater will open again and will be preserved for future generations. And I believe that
Thank you, Mayor Turner. Next up, we have Councilmember Abbie Kamin.
Thank you, Jason. So I wasn't sure that we'd ever get to this place where we actually have a long-term solution for the preservation of the theater. And to be able to stand here today speaks volumes to not only the city's commitment, and I want to make sure I point out I'm joined by so many of our council members, Councilmember Gallegos, who cares quality of life, Councilmember Robinson, an architect who really cares about this preservation. Councilmember Alcorn, who lives very nearby and loves the theater. But all of us, including our mayor, are so committed to preserving this history. When we were right before this press conference, everyone was talking about what their fondest memories were, and that includes myself. And we've all been here with family and friends, and it's an icon I want to emphasize, not only for District C, which I'm so proud to represent, but for the city of Houston. Every few years, the concern of what would happen would crop up. And this last go-around last February, my office was inundated and overwhelmed throughout the year, over 800 emails. That's not even including the calls, the conversations, the meetings. But that just shows how much this means to the community. And we could not have done it without the Friends of River Oaks Theater. So I want to stop and congratulate you. Thank you for everything that you do and other community members, feeding the net. I'm going to miss a whole bunch of people, but really thank you. I also want to recognize Mayor Turner for his strong support since day one. When we talked, it was do everything we can, everything that the mayor could do to save this theater. And Abbie, it would not have happened without you.
Oh, yes.
I also want to thank Kymco. Without Kymco, y'all are not only just doing us a huge solid saving this theater, but you're showing what can happen when business and the community come together, not only to generate our economy, but bring memories for everyone. So thank you. I think this is really symbolic in terms, and I'll end with, as we continue to grow and build our city, and there is a lot of building going on, we know, there are some things that are still worth standing still in time for.
Amen.
All right, everyone, last up, she obviously needs no introduction. Maureen, representing the Friends of the River Oaks Theater.
First I wanted to say that really I represent the community. I represent, I can't tell you how many hours and how much energy by how many people that are out here in the audience and all over the city and beyond. I did want to say that, speaking of beyond, that there are things that people like Richard Linkletter and Susan Choi and Wes Anderson and Janine Garofalo and Abbie Kamin and I all have in common. And what is that? Well, there are probably more than one thing, but one of the main things is that we spent our formative and informative years at the River Oaks Theater. I'm also a filmmaker, and I ran the theater for many years. I'm a co-founder of community-based Friends of the River Oaks Theater. I'd like to have everybody who's standing out here who were founders or have been here since the beginning pushing for this, raise your hand, including you. So I would also say that the people of Houston are as much founders of the group as anything else. There are thousands and thousands of people who responded to our surveys, who watched the panel discussions that were presented by Friends of River Oaks Theater. They came to the 83rd birthday party, which was almost co-hosted by Abbie, when she proclaimed the day River Oaks Theater birthday day. That's probably not the right way to say it. But you know, the outpouring of support through all of the letters and all of the emails and all of the calls, that is really what the pulse of the community that came together and made this happen. We did work together to bring together them to kind of rally the pride, rally the community pride. We worked to get the word out and help people to understand that what was really at risk. There was a moment before the Kymco acquisition and early on where there was a question about whether the theater would be a parking lot or some other not so charming 83-year-old beautiful theater. So I want you guys to know that there was a point where I think a lot of you guys already know that there was a point where the theater, there was some interest in purchasing the theater by Richard Linklater and Wes Anderson, and that in a group of Houston supporters, and that when that was clear that was not possible, we really shifted our gears to how could we help to partner with the theater, whoever the future operator ended up being, to support them in making the theater the best that it could possibly be. So I'm going to grind my notes here for just 1 second. So we've all of us have been tenacious. It's been almost a year. We've had to really stay in the fight and keeping the theaters in the hearts and minds of the community. So I wanted to use the word very strongly here, which is resilience. So it took resilience to get through the last year, and it will take resilience, or building resilience, to help the theater to survive for years and years to come. So in looking at how to build that resilience, I think that, you know, our feeling is that some kind of partnership where we look at how we might be, a nonprofit might be able to help for-profit organization operate the theater. We feel like that there may be some kind of long-term support in that way that we might be able to offer. I wanted to say that I spoke at length last night with a man who grew up and learned his trade at the River Oaks Theater. He is a friend of the River Oaks Theater's founding board member, and he's an acclaimed filmmaker. His name is Richard Linklater. He wanted me to express to all of y'all his passionate belief in the theater as a gem of Houston. He feels that we should prioritize working together to establish stronger historic designations and great programming. He said, I am really hopeful. Through a partnership, we can bring the best of all worlds to the theater. So our mission will continue to be to save the River River Oaks Theater by helping build resiliency. And that starts and ends with the community. Getting, as we say in the trade, butts in seats. So I'm going to pass this on because but I wanted to say we are all friends. And Sarah is going to pass out some Friends for Brooks t-shirts. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. On behalf of everybody up here, we thank you all for coming out and being part of this exciting announcement. Follow us on our new social media at River Oaks Theater, and we'll keep everybody updated as we go through the process. Thank you very much.
I didn't think they called it closing.
Alright, we're gonna do one group and then I'm gonna kick some people out to do a smaller group too. Sorry, I gotta do my job.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, that's it. They're done, and hope that you enjoyed seeing and hearing about the news at the River Oaks Theater. It's going to live on. Bye-bye.